was called St Luke's School, and without being rude, it was quite a hard school.
St Luke's School was a school that had all kinds of problems.
Yeah, I heard a lot of things about St Luke's, quite a rough little area.
Very poor behaviour. There are stories about chairs being thrown from top floor windows and very poor academic standards.
But luckily Dame Sharon turned up and become Charter Academy, and what a turnaround.
Since it's become an academy, it's a fantastic school, teachers do a good job here. It's just turned everyone around.
More discipline was put in, things were more regimented, they had to start earlier, finish later, and they did a hard drive with the school.
I won't say I didn't take a bit of convincing, and I was slightly concerned about boxing, so I agreed to try it.
Boys, when you block, you've still got to keep the hand up here. All you're doing is doing a Beyonce. You're turning the wrist, putting a ring on it. That's all you're doing, yes? You turn the wrist. You like that, Ollie, don't you? Yeah? The behaviours are just totally different. The way they behave, their attitudes when they come through, and the way they are when they leave. It's fantastic. It shows them discipline. Whack, whack. Front foot. You're going forward, like that, yeah. And by the time they leave, they're just completely changed individuals. Counter. Okay. Cool.
It is one of the most improved schools in the country, in fact the second most improved school in the whole country. Behaviour is absolutely outstanding, and of course these are the same children and the same families.
She, as a head principal, sees her kids getting more confident, having higher self-esteem, and courage is my favourite word.
And I was really worried that students might start using their boxing skills in the playground. There's never been an issue so far, and we're 5 years in, so I think it's unlikely to happen in the future.
And time, well done, okay?
I was coming to the end of my time at the Royal Navy, and I felt that the England boxing needed a programme very similar to gymnastics, swimming and trampolining. You get awards and certificates and medals as you go along, and that's what the Boxing Awards programme is about for boxing. It's designed so every kid in the country can get an award or a certificate and a medal in amateur boxing. And as you're achieving the small goals, you get certificates and medals. And it keeps the kid engaged.
They love to come and show me their medals and the certificates. They're very proud of them. And one of the great things that happens is that it brings in our parents who are sometimes a bit anxious about coming into school, and it helps us to establish contact with them.
For the Asdan Cope Award you need 12 credits. You can get half of them by doing the boxing, which is great. The other half you can do things like cook a healthy meal. A first aid course gains 1 or 2 credits. We do something like set up for a boxing show, explain how you do that. So you get the kid working on life skills. That's how we get a qualification that's equivalent to a GCSE level B.
Let's go!
It's not just Charter Academy where the success stories have arrived. You've got colleges, universities, ex-offenders coming into the club involved. You've even got a fee-paying private girls' school, which is now embracing the boxing awards. So it's taken all backgrounds and gone into all areas of the city.
It's actually probably the largest club that we have within the region in terms of membership. It's about 450 to 500 odd members here, and there aren't many clubs that rival that within the region or even in the country that I'm aware of.
Head up, put your head up. That's it, down we go. Every kid that comes in here, we want them to be a champion. Champion of themselves, we want them to achieve the preliminary award, the standard, the bronze, or we want them to achieve a gold medal in a multi-nations or a national title. But we're always looking for that kid to take the next step. That's the dream.
I'm Kyron, I'm 6 years old. I like fighting and I like getting medals. When I get older, I like to go in the older ones with the helmets.
I'm Reggie, I'm 10, like going boxing, so I want to take after me cousin Billy Joe Saunders.
Right, now listen to Amy. When Amy shouts a number, throw them out punches.
I've been here since I was 7, now 15. I started through the boxing awards and now I coach. I help out and coach these lot.
We've been through the awards and we've both done the boxing shooter course. It's basically you go through it, all the steps, and it teaches you how to be a boxing shooter so you can come and you know what to do with the kids.
So we have the qualification to coach the younger ones.
I've trained loads of internationals and loads of champions. You can't pay lip service to Ebony Jones. She's for real, mate. She really is, and she's got nothing stopping in her way.
Well, I started boxing for England when I was 15, So it's only been for about a year and a half. So I've won gold at the European Championships, bronze at the World Championships. I recently won gold in Serbia at the Nations Cup, and I've won that twice now. And gold at the European Union Championships too. I'm at the sixth form now, and even when I went to the school, for like PE, I could come in the boxing gym and train. Before I go there, I can train in the mornings here, and afterwards as well. So we're gold at the World Championships and gold at the Olympics. They're my main aim, yeah.
I started off boxing for my local town, Basingstoke, and then I met Q. I knew that Q was like an England coach, GB coach, was connected and stuff, so it was almost kind of just like a natural progression.
91 kilo national ABA final here. Declan Fusco against Greg Bridet, who's come up all the way from heart of Portsmouth.
There was a little bit of pressure in that. Obviously I'd got to the final the year before, so I had to get to at least to the final anyway. Yeah, it meant a lot. It meant a lot to go in there. I knew I was a bit of an underdog for it as well, so to go in there and beat him convincingly, I hope. Yeah, it meant the world. Probably the best. Second to get on GB, the best experience I've had in boxing there.
It's not just the success stories at the top that have really driven the club. Two Sudanese kids who have come from war-torn Sudan, Waleed Adinas and Ahmed, came to the country, couldn't speak the language, were bullied, and then just popped into the club one day, laced some gloves, and from there, they 3 years down the line, Ahmed's a national champion. Waleed's now about to fight in the youth championships. They feel a part of the city and they feel empowered, and it's just a testament to not only the amateur boxing code but what Heart of Portsmouth do as well.
We used to live in Sudan. Is a very, very difficult life.
In my country, in our country, people they're so poor. They don't have nothing. They don't have money. So we need to become like bases and help them.
When we came first here, we didn't know how to box. And we didn't know how to do shadow boxing. Even we didn't know how to jump. After 1 year, we are the national champion now. Yeah, I won. And you won too.
They're safe after going through, horrors, absolute horrors, But, over years, 3 years, they speak in great English. They're part of the community now. They're a proper part of Portsmouth. They're in the paper all the time, which is nice. This is what it's all about, I said sport changes lives. Sport changes lives.